I've been using the iPhone 16 Pro Max for 4.5 months now, and I just bought the Samsung S24 Ultra. Here are my first impressions. Let's get started. Unboxing these phones is always a big privilege for me, and this year is no different. I'm super excited to try out Samsung's new flagship phone. The Samsung S25 Ultra is an amazing phone with lots to offer. Although I think it's too similar to the Samsung S24 Ultra, which you can get for way cheaper now in 2025. So in the next couple of weeks, I will try it out, I will give you my opinion on it, and I will be switching it from my iPhone 16 Pro Max. So if you are excited for those videos, then don't forget to drop back to below and subscribe to the channel. But again, these unboxings are always so satisfactory, that's why I do them. As an iPhone user for a long time, every year I like to buy the newest and shiniest Android phones. I like to buy the flagship phones to compare with my iPhone and to know, is the iPhone ecosystem still worth it? This year I bought the Samsung S25 Ultra, and last year I bought the Samsung S24 Ultra. Again, this phone is the newest flagship from Samsung, and I've been using it for a few hours now. What do I gotta say? Well, for starters, it feels different than the Samsung S24 Ultra that I remember. Now, the squared off edges feel more premium in the hand, they feel more comfortable. Of course, it's still titanium, still glass back, it's still the same construction, but by having a different design, by having a different edge design, it feels different in the hand, and that's the starter. Of course, the front screen also looks different. The bezels are smaller, and it's more squared off than last time. Obviously, the corners are also rounded up, so it's a bit different, the feeling in the hand, than you got with the Samsung S24 Ultra. But at the end of the day, I think I preferred the Samsung S24 Ultra's feeling. Because the Samsung S24 Ultra was different. It was a different feeling phone. When you hold up that phone, you thought, that's a Samsung. Now, while I hold this one, it's a very generic feeling. But again, I'm not a Samsung fanboy, so this is just my first impressions. I love this color. I think it's really good. This matte black is insane. I don't think I like these new rings on the camera. I think that these new rings, they could be better. And Zach from Jerry Rig Everything, he uncovered that you can actually pop this one off. So I would say it's a meh thing for me. The new design is not the most beautiful thing. It's an industrial design, definitely. Very premium feeling. But I think I prefer the older S25 Ultra's design. As for the screen, it's a really good screen. Just like it is every single year, the Samsung screens are the best in the business, and it still holds up true. It's very bright. I crank it up, full brightness. I mean, with the studio light right there, look at it, super bright. And I have a dark wallpaper. And of course, the smaller bezels are also really cool thing. The new Qualcomm chip, really fast. Haven't noticed anything that can actually slow you down in the few hours that I've used it, which is normal. Obviously, the cameras, well, they are pretty much very similar to the Samsung S24 Ultra. Haven't noticed that big of a jump. People say that you can notice it, the reviewers say, you can notice it on the quality processing afterwards, but in terms of lenses, in terms of quality of the lenses, they look pretty much the same. I would say that the only thing that I really enjoy about the Samsung phones is the zoom lenses. I really like the 100x zoom that they have. This time, the 100x zoom is pretty much the same as last year's in terms of quality. One thing that I also noticed is that I think that the 3x implementation on this camera, having a 3x telephoto, it's a really intelligent thing to do. And of course, the 5x, it's very smart. Like you have 5 full lenses in this case, while the iPhone still only has 3. I think that having this approach to the Samsung's camera, actually technology, is a really cool thing to have. Again, the iPhone only has 3 lenses, which is something that I would like Apple to put another telephoto, so I have like a 3x and then a 10x, or a 5x and then a 10x. That's something I want Apple to improve in the future, and they can take some things from the Samsung page. One thing that I don't enjoy about these cameras though, is the fact that it still takes normal 12 megapixel shots. Yes, these are 50 megapixel sensors, or 148 or whatever, 200 megapixel sensors, you know what I mean. They still take base 12 megapixel shots, while the iPhone, whenever you take a photo, takes 24 megapixel shots all the time. And if you want to crank it up to 48, you can. But the base photos are 24 megapixels. So they take less space, but they also take higher quality photos. And in day-to-day use, I think that the iPhone still has the better camera, at least from what I've been playing around with. But this is not a full review. I will have a full review. I will have a full comparison video with the cameras. I will have a full comparison video between these two phones. This is just my first hours that I had with this phone. Oh, the S Pen. Haven't taken it off even. Last time did not use it that much. This time is the first time that I'm doing it on screen. Oh, the color is nice this year. Quite different. I thought it would be black on black. But again, same deal as last year. Feels really good in the hand. Makes this really good noise. And then, yeah, it's pretty useful. You can take some notes here. It's really fast. This phone is 120 Hz, so you will have no issues here. And I think that this time you cannot control your camera and have a Bluetooth controls with a pen, like last year's. That's a bummer. Other than that, the AI features, haven't tried once. I can probably get one. Let me see if I can try something. Face unlock is really, really fast, by the way, and the fingerprint is also really, really fast. If I go into the Photos app, let me see what can I do. So taking a photo, for example, with something, and then what you can try to do is try to enhance it with AI, maybe. Yeah, you can try to enhance it with AI, like remove stuff and all of that, and it works quite well. The photos are looking sharp this year, but they have this extra layer of depthness that, the color pops. I don't like color science on the Samsung phones. Other than that, comparing with the iPhone, I think that these are really, really good phones. You cannot go wrong with any of these. This one's Android, this one's iOS. Now, I will begin my journey of 2 weeks to review this phone, and I will put the iPhone 16 Pro Max a bit to the side. One thing that I can tell you is that currently, I'm in the best position of my life to try an Android phone. Because currently, I have a normal watch. Currently, reviewing a Whoop band. So yeah, not using any type of Apple Watch, any type of Apple device, other than my iPhone, my AirPods, and my Mac. So, of course, and the iPad. So I think that I'm in the most vulnerable position to switch to an Android phone. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the Samsung S25 Ultra can convince me to sell my iPhone 16 Pro Max. Several videos are coming, full review, full comparison video, expect that. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Don't miss those videos. Bye bye.